beginner crafter. Welcome to another WIPTube video, and I'll be showing two types of projects, so crochet and cross stitching, and these are the same projects I was doing last time. It's just the progress on them. So let's start with crochet. Let's start with the Amphirite crochet project. So this is how far I've got so far. It is about 30 rows if I'm not mistaken, and you can see this kind of shell pattern in here, and I think it looks great. You can also see the change in the color. It's a little bit more noticeable than I thought it would be, because only one thread changed in the lot of the threads that I have. And actually it's not like it's 4 of the same color and then one changes or two change. Usually there is also a different color, like a yellow one, even though they are all reds. There could be like a yellow one. I mean, you can see, I hope. There was. Yeah, there's one with a different color. Here it's green, but it can be yellow. This one changes. But one of the reds turned into a pink one, and you can already see the difference between this darker color and that slightly lighter. Also, in the dark one of the threads went grayish blue, and you can also see that. So it is noticeable. I have made a few mistakes in the pattern, and I did not want to frog things, so I just winged it. I don't think you can really see those mistakes, so that's all cool. I hope. I don't really know how long it's going to be, because there's still a lot of yarn left in both cakes. There's one here. You can see that the center is barely touched, and similarly here. So it could get long, but I think I like it this width. I guess it could be one pattern repeat longer or wider, but I think I like this width anyway, and it actually might turn into a rug that will stay in this room. So who knows, we'll see. I don't really have any specific goal for this project yet. I think it will be a rug because it's too narrow to be a blanket or anything else, and the yarn is too heavy for it to be a wrap or a tablecloth, so I think it will end up as a rug, or maybe some kind of artwork to hang on the wall. We'll see. And then we've got cross stitching. So Avarice, that's the thing I worked last at. So there it is. I'm mostly focused on page 2. There is a little bit done on page 3 and on page 1 as well, and you can compare with what I had last time. And here's what it's going to look like once it's finished. And as you can see in this circle here, I'm already stitching quite a lot of detail so you can more clearly see what it's going to look like in the future, but it's getting filled in here, so that makes me quite excited that I'm also starting to create the pattern for it, you could say. So Avarice is going pretty well. I think I made about 700 stitches in it in total, so not very many, but at least in places that you can see those stitches and that the progress is actually happening. Still mostly dark colors. I guess I have to be patient about using dark colors for a while. Luckily the spring is coming, the days are getting longer, so the dark isn't such a problem anymore. Then we've got Miranda, and Miranda got about 1700 stitches, and Miranda is at over 20%. That means I'm already cleaning up. So as you can see, there are stitches on this page done, even though this one is not nearly finished yet. But I've decided, because it's it reached this 20% milestone, I will start dealing with all the parked threads and clean them up before I move on. I also finished page 1. Page 1 had, I think, 1 stitch left, and one of the threads that I was using in here was also a color in that page, so I cleaned it up. So page 1 is done, and I think it's the only page that is fully done, because I think on page 2 I also have a stitch or 2 maybe that are not yet done because confetti, but they might get done when I'm dealing with all those colors. It's not as much mess as I thought it would be. Somehow it looked more terrifying than it really was, but I'm glad. Less problem for me. And yeah, this is what I'll be doing with Miranda for a while. I'll be cleaning it up, just using the threads that are around, just hanging, and just putting them where they should go. And we'll see how long it takes me and how many stitches I will be able to do with those threads that are still hanging. And the last one is Mini Marvellous Garden. Mini Marvellous Garden didn't get so many stitches done because I realized I made a mistake in this square here, and I do not want to take everything apart, so I have already changed some of the stitches to where they are supposed to be, but I've just lost love for Mini Marvellous Garden for a while. So once I realized how many things are messed up, I just stopped, and I need a break. I will figure it out. It's not a big problem. This is the area where there are flowers, so I don't think a few stitches that are misplaced and in a different color will make a big difference, but it's just this kind of emotional feeling of I made a mistake, it's not perfect, it's messy, I need to take a break, I guess. I mean, I might get back to it before the next WIPTube, but for now I'm just not feeling like working with Mini Marvellous Garden. So again, not too many stitches made. I think about 200 or 300, and then I gave up with it. So we'll see how it goes. I mean, that's the problem with counted cross stitch. You sometimes make mistakes, and then you have to make decisions what to do. And with here, I decided I will not take it apart. I'll just try to stitch around the mistake. We'll see how that goes once my mind is a little bit clearer about it. So this is the Mini Marvellous Garden. Not a big progress this time. I'll be leaving for over a week because it's winter holidays in my country. So I will be taking the crochet with me and possibly Miranda, because with Miranda I'll be doing with the threads that are already here, like on the project, so I won't need to take bobbins or anything. I don't know how much I will work on it because it will be holidays, but there will be some things to do, so I don't know how much of a progress I will make. But then there's another week of winter holidays, so I might get some more work done. So we'll see how everything turns out. And what I will be able to show you next time we meet with the projects that I'm making. If you've liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. It's really appreciated. Leave a comment down below. It's waiting for your thoughts. Consider subscribing to the channel if you want to see the progress in all the crafts that I'm doing or I'm trying to do. And hopefully see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye!